the ones who start to mold a new reality, closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Blacksmith and the artist reflected in their art. They forge their creativity closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Philosophers and plowmen each must know his part to sow a new mentality closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Yes. To destiny, closer to the heart, closer to the heart, well, closer to the heart, yeah, closer to the heart, closer to the heart, I say closer to the heart, well, closer to the heart, yeah, closer to your heart, closer to your heart.
What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do if you know how. Gotta get a message, get it all through. Lord, that mama's got you and your wife. Listen to the music. Listen to the music. Listen to the music all the time. Well, I know you know better. Everything I say. Meet me in the country for a day. We'll be happy. and the crowd is growing bigger. Listening for the heaven sound, I gotta let it go. Oh, listen to the music. Oh, listen to the music. Oh, listen to the music. All the
All the time. Listen to the music all the time. That's what we did for about 8 minutes. Now we're going to listen to me ramble for a few minutes. Let me turn that off. What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome to BVD TV and Sunday Night Live from the Pumpkin Patch right here. Home of the 2021 Rugby National Champions, by God. If you got them, you got to claim them, right? Right, Alabama? Sports Talk Jay is going to join us here after a while, after I bring LT in a few minutes. Talk a little bit about Tennessee getting that slap on the wrist by the NCAA, that $8 or $9 million slap on the wrist. Could you handle that, Everhart? You could handle that, couldn't you? South State contractors can handle that, no problem. And we know this guy can handle it. Celine Driver, pulling it, just throwing them $100 bills. He could handle the $9 million fine. Anyway, hope everyone's having a great weekend. We are 5 or 6 days away from Slob softball. Team Rodge versus Team Bulls going to go at it in the damn Georgia heat one time. It's going to be a sweat fest. We'll have plenty of water. Damn it, my voice. We'll have plenty of spectators, me and Vic too. We're going to drag race our wheelchairs. We might race around the bases. That's what we should do. Start at home plate and race around the bases. Whoever's got the best time wins the prize. I'll get that damn wheelchair sideways if it means a victory. If you ain't first, you're last. Ain't that right, Vic, if you're in here? How's everybody doing tonight? Support this channel, why don't you? Become a member. Click that join button down there. And you might get people like Sleeta coming over here, getting ill with you one time, saying, my God, don't besmirch my name. Don't besmirch my name publicly, Sea Dog. Don't you do it. Don't you call me a bandwagon fan. He did call him a bandwagon fan, didn't he? That's okay. I've been calling him a damn bandwagon fan for 14 years, and they don't ever get mad at me like that. What's wrong with that, Sleeta? Show a little attitude towards your boy BBD. I won't get mad. I won't run off and leave you. I'll still support your channel. I'll still come watch your shows. And appreciate you donating. Appreciate you getting your crowd to donate. That's the only thing that bothered me. He came in here and he's like, how much did you donate? We don't care about that. We're just happy to have you. If y'all want to donate, donate. If you don't. It's that simple. It's like Sports Talk Jay said last time he was on here. Nobody has to donate. Nobody has to give anybody money on here. You don't have to give me money. You don't have to give the other guys money. Some people choose to do it, and that's their prerogative. So let them do it, damn it. Let them give it up. Let them give it up. Ain't that right, Law Tide?
Hell, I ain't turning down a damn nickel, baby. Somebody offers me a little damn money. Hell, inflation, gas is higher than giraffe pussy. And by God, I do this show pro bono, baby, just for the fun of it.
That's right. Well, hell, most of these shows we've been doing just for the fun of it, but we don't stop.
Well, yeah, but no, we don't. We don't stop, and we don't blame our subscribers when they're not donating to our channel like some chicken shit bitches.
That ain't cool. I don't think he does that anymore. I think he learned his
But he
lesson.
has. He's going to subscribe
Yeah.
from me today. You know,
Can't
this is
hold
what
our
Lita
past
does.
discretions against us, LT. We can't hold our past discretions against us. If that
Well,
was
I
the
can
case,
say what I want.
yeah, they put me in jail 10 times over for my past discretions. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's don't pull up no police records up in here.
Jerry Wells says he just did. I'm not aware of that. But anyway, Nick DTV, what's going on, buddy? Nate the Great.
That's
He
right.
just farted. Nate's got farting problems.
He eats too much fucking grease.
What? Sleeta dropped a retirement video. When?
He's retiring.
Getting bad as law tide. I'll have to go over there and save his ass too.
Oh, like that. He'll start up a new channel tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Remember
He'll
his
have a damn
original
reunion tour. He'll have him a damn reunion tour, baby.
OG 37, wasn't it? Something like that. OG.
OG, yeah.
He was an OG before he was an OG.
Then they called him what was his name? Damn.
Got outgoing.
Outgoing 37.
Outgoing
And then he was
37.
Sleeta live in the ATL.
Yeah. What's up, Flint? What's up, Fallout Zone? Nick D TV, our resident West Virginia fan. Rammer Jammer Taylor. Elijah
What's up,
Allen,
Tyler?
what's going on? Matt Doomit, don't call me Dummit, damn it, that ain't my last name. Who else we got here? Ballard Sports Media, love you too, buddy. We just love everybody around here. Crimson Brave, we even love that shithead.
Hell yeah, he can't hide his face no more. We know what he looks like.
That's right. We can spot him in the crowd now. I ain't even gonna time him.
Spot his ass. Hey, he'll be our next Where's Wild?
Yeah, where's Crimson Brave? And our boy, the legend on here.
What up, Billy Cole? This is head coach Eddie Spradlin. Me and my dear friend BVD want you to know we're your #1 fan. What up, Billy? What up, Billy Cole? Go Devils, baby.
What's up, Billy Cole? I'm your #1 fan.
There you go, Billy Cole. Here he is, live and in color for you. There he is. There's your #1 fan.
#1 fan.
Still a Tennessee ball, by God. Can't run him off.
Well, hell, man, he'd be graduating here soon, won't he?
Yeah, I think this is his last year. Hey, look, you say what you want about long snapping and all that shit Billy Cole's given for 5 years on here. The boy got to go to his dream college and suit up every game. He suited up every single game that he's been at that school. How many of y'all can say that? I can't. I've never had a Tennessee uniform on. You ever had an Alabama uniform on, LT? I doubt it.
No, I got my Alabama helmet over there though. I'll put it on.
He gets to put that beautiful Tennessee orange on every Saturday and run through the tee. He got to throw oranges after beating Clemson's ass in the Orange Bowl.
Well, he's definitely been there on the upkeep with Tennessee. You could say that.
Yeah. He's seen both sides. He's seen the shit, and now he's seeing the good. So that's good. Good to see him going out on a good night.
After seeing what all that Pruitt did and this fucking slimy asshole lady, I'm kind of glad that they're not. I don't want them at Alabama. Hell, we can find better defense coordinators. We can find better people than what he was doing.
I don't know that Kevin Steele is a better coordinator, but he's better than what you would have had with Pruitt. I mean,
I think so too. I mean, I think you got a bad coach with bad morals like that. He's gonna run off on the football team, and I'm sure that's what happened up there at Tennessee. I mean, he was just a bad apple.
He was a dick. I mean, he was a dick to the staffers at the university, from what I've heard. I'm sure he was a dick to some of the players.
And the bad thing about it, he couldn't even cheat right.
I know.
Now, what the hell's that? As a damn plane flies over my head here.
I didn't read all the different shit that he did. I know he was giving money to players.
Him and his wife, both of them.
He's giving them money to put down payments on houses. He even gave one woman $300 worth of gas money. If you're gonna fucking cheat, let's do more than $300. Hell, buy her a new car. something.
Get her a gas card for a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell.
$200, that's a trip to Walmart nowadays.
Well, hell yeah, it is. Especially with DVD. It's a trip to Walmart.
Now, come on now. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. I took it easy. I need to
Shit,
go
we had that so much stacked to the damn ceiling, taking that so much in the damn
what
in the restroom.
fucking that mountain of paper towels took up most of the space. And all them Cokes.
Yeah.
Gotta have my Cokes, man. Can't live without them.
You need
You
to.
know, Billy says, "Yeah, you need to quit drinking them Cokes." Look, Cokes ain't what's killing me. This is what's killing me.
Yeah, you need to quit
And,
smoking them son bitches.
and I think about when I'm in the hospital. I don't even think. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't think about cigarettes, but
Well,
when I'm
you
in
ain't getting
there,
up and getting out of bed to get them, though, are you? Because you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, I couldn't get out of bed, but one time I did. I got busted. That was funny as hell. Poor Kayla
They had
trying to
dibs on your ass, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they had the telemetry on me, and I got out of sight. They thought I'd done run off.
They thought
And then,
BVD done catched a ride
yeah,
back to fucking Cherry Street, by God.
I was ready a couple of times, man. I said, "Y'all get me the hell out of here. I'm leaving on my own." Which there
Gonna
was
go
a
right
point.
by the Fat Cat Cafe and go to the house.
There was a point in time when they were getting ready to do that, whatever it is, PR 3614 surgery or whatever it was. I was ready to go home. I was ready to say, screw this hospital, screw these doctors, screw these shitty ass nurses I've been dealing with. Not all of them, some of them were great, but I was ready to just go home and die. You know,
Right.
if I'm gonna die, let me do it at home. Don't,
Yeah.
don't, don't leave me here where I take a shit and have to lay in it for 4 hours.
Oh yeah. Don't
That
come
was awful.
get me out of bed. Never just leave me there, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're supposed to come roll you like several times a day, roll you over and sit you up on the edge of the 52 days, Law Tide. 4 times I got set up on the edge of the bed. 4 times. You can't
That's wrong,
expect
man.
anybody to get better like that.
Well, you'd think they would be understaffed, but same way I hear it, they had plenty of people working there.
No, they were grossly understaffed.
Oh, okay.
That was
What's up, D4?
D4. D4, I'm gonna let you try 50 here Friday. I'm gonna let you try, but don't hurt yourself. Sea Dog says he can do it. He can do it too. He can pick this chair. Ain't no fucking way you're picking this chair
I
up.
don't know. Sea Dog's a pretty big old boy, and I know.
D4's a big old boy too. But
Yeah, both of them could do it.
oh yeah. I don't think they'd have any problem both of them together because they'd
No,
have something to grab. The
right.
problem's D4 ain't gonna have nothing to grab. I believe he can get it off the ground, but to lift that thing up, set it on the end of a F-150. Them F-150s set up pretty high.
Be good if you could
Uh,
have the good old trucks and big trucks, roll that summit up there.
I'm gonna go
That'd
get
be
some
some big
ramps.
ones.
I'll get some ramps, and we'll roll it right on up them ramps.
Park up in on this big old hill. You know what hill I got caught on? I couldn't get home. We're gonna park
Yeah,
right there, and I'm gonna put them ramps on there, and I'm gonna boom. We're gonna go on down the road.
I won't be able to bring it when I come to Jasper.
Oh, I know. You'll have to be in the push along.
I'll be walking by then. By October,
Right.
hell yeah, I'll be walking.
Surely.
My goal was to be walking by the start of football season, and that's still a reachable goal. I just right now I'm having trouble, man. Even with the walker, I'm still mighty weak, and I'm doing my damn band exercises every day, and
Right.
I'm trying to get stronger. So first step's getting off the shitter without any help.
There you go.
Then I know I'm getting somewhere. What's up, Twisted
Right.
Rooster? Jay Shipes, Grandma
So,
Jamma.
Jay,
Yep, Jay Shipes gonna be at the softball game, ain't he? I've never met him.
yeah, we're rooming together.
See if we
We
can
got us
stay out
some.
of trouble. See if we can keep him out of jail this year.
Oh yeah, I got to stay out of trouble. I about went to jail last time I went on a
What's
little
up,
road
Clay
trip.
Gamble?
So.
Been doing any golfing today, Clay? Clay's all about that golf now. He's done got
Man, I've been wanting to go play. It's just been so damn hot. Golly.
That's the best time to go play to me. It's when it's hot. You ride around in that golf cart, splash a little water on you, and let that cool breeze
Man,
cool you
yeah, but
down.
Don't get no cool breeze, man. It's just been so stagnant, dude. The air quality where I live has been so bad. Golly, just cough up phlegm all the time. Humidity is a some bitch.
I'll be the $1 million man. Oh, you talking about what's that? What's the $1 million man say? Something about money. Money ain't the only thing. Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, put your money where your mouth is, Nick DTV. Click that PayPal link right up there above the damn chat. Drop a 50 burger on us, by God. We'll go eat lunch somewhere with it.
Hell yeah.
We get Slade in here, by God. He'll make y'all donate.
I've donated this BVD. You don't understand how much. Y'all have no idea how much money I've given BVD. Hundreds and
hundreds of dollars. Hundreds.
I started saying, "Where's that money, Yoda? Where's that money, Yoda? Old Augusta Gators for about 15 years."
Oh, what?
$40.
Oh yeah, over.
Oh, them tickets.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Season tickets too, weren't they?
Yeah, $40.
Yeah. I wouldn't pay $40 to go. I wouldn't pay $40 to go see the shitty Falcons play.
Shit, if they was playing my team, I would. If they was playing the Cowboys, I'd be up in that bitch.
Look who's got kind things to say.
Oh well. I'd rather go watch grass grow. Watch one of his
Let me tell you
videos.
something, Ghost. If I'm going to get an infection, it ain't going to be because I'm going to Athens for a weekend. I ain't planning on getting out there and opening my port up and just,
That thing about it, Hoss, you ain't gonna be there. You ain't gonna be eating on that good ass food. I know you like to eat, you fat fuck.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. There he is. Look who's here.
Well, Defoe.
Special guest. What's going on, brother? That's what you call a surprise guest. Yeah, pull up.
Buzzed on in there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. About damn time. You must have been on your way to the dollar store.
He come in there like the damn.
There, so you can hear that. Oh, he come. I know why he's here. He's come to show me he can pick his chair up.
He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna test this some bitch first."
I'm gonna let you do that, man. You break your damn back with this stuff. So we're officially good then.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Hell yeah.
Pick up my truck Friday morning and hit the road.
Sweet. We'll be down
Hell
early.
yeah. I might be down a little early too. We can't check in our B&B until after 3. So.
Down there. Who's gonna give me an infection? Battle Angel ain't gonna give me one. Law Tide ain't gonna give me no infection. How am I gonna get an infection? That's what I want to know.
Hell.
Get a damn infection in there laying in the bed. So I'll take my chances to get the hell out of this house for a weekend.
Only infection old Ghost has got is damn infection of his weenie washer.
His weenie washer.
Yeah.
Infection of that mouth.
Oh, I get it. Takes a minute. What's up, Chad Cannon? Speaking of Chad Cannon,
Speaking of the other day.
check this out. I know you've seen it before. That's our monster offensive line this year. So far, I like.
Hell yeah, some hosses. Or not some hosses, just some big boys.
I'm gonna mash the hell out of everybody this year.
The right guard's up in the place.
This one, he's what?
Up for debate.
What's going on with that?
It's a competition.
Oh, competition. Yeah. Isn't that our freshman from last year?
No, that's
No, last year he was a freshman.
no.
No?
He'll be a junior or senior.
Where's our freshman?
Where's our freshman?
Yeah, he
Where's he
started.
at?
What's that?
That's him?
Bishop.
Okay. And he's lost some weight.
6'4", 320.
Good boy. Is that the Iaja kid?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
There's
Who's
Benko in the middle.
Benko starting? Good for you.
And Lester on the other side.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's a senior, right? Look at him. He's ripped. And then, of course, we got the amazing Corbin Cannon back there with Mason Dixon. I know. I call him Mason Dixon from the trucking company. Because he's going to be trucking bitches this year. I can't wait, man. We're a week away from afternoon practice, and we're 4 Fridays and 5 days away from game time.
Are y'all doing a jamboree anywhere?
Yeah, it'll be sometime in August.
Where's your boy at? I've got a team picture somewhere. I just don't have it up here.
I don't know where Marion's going to be because hell, they're in a new region with Fayetteville and Forest, and they're over there now.
Is that a step up in competition?
Considering they've played the damn Squatchy Valley since they've been established, yeah, probably. They don't play Pittsburgh no more, so.
Marion County ain't far removed from the state championship game, are they?
Oh, Taylor.
2015, 16, something like that. Last time they went.
Yeah.
Trasman beat their ass.
Volunteer going 10-0. I don't think they've scored 10 against Greenville in the past 4 years.
Yeah, they're going to score 40 on Greenville. How many years is that going to take? They scored 7 on us, I think, that year. Everybody came up for a game.
All them boys I coached in Little League they're all seniors this year. They all be pretty good. I don't know how far they'll go, but they all do a little damage.
I tell you, Ghost, if you'll come on, we'll open the panel up here after a while. If you'll come on and show your face.
Your mama, Jerry.
Give you something.
That's your mama. Well, y'all did your mama.
Well, I tell you what, Chad, I don't know if that's the starting lineup or not, but just looking at how big they are, if that is the starting lineup, they're going to hurt some people. Teams like Volunteer, and don't we play Cherokee this year? Mm-hmm. Teams like that, that game will be over by the end of the first quarter.
I heard Alcoa got them another receiver from ING.
That's the game right there when Alcoa comes to town. What's up, Adam?
Alcoa's in a different region too, aren't they?
They're 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not in the same as Gatlinburg anymore. And all them, they're in a different region, I think.
And nobody was a threat to them in that region they were in.
They're 8 straight state champions.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're going.
Well, Gatlinburg ain't a bad team. They got some D1 prospects.
They just
can't beat Alcoa.
Fulton used to be a challenge for Alcoa, but they're not even a challenge anymore.
Man, do you believe all that talent dried up like that? It seemed like they'd have more talent than that.
I can tell Greenville was a school for years and never had a lick of talent. And then maybe Dustin Moore, would come along once in a lifetime. And now it seems like every year we're putting 5 or 6 kids into college somewhere.
I'll tell you, Marion's coming up too. They're junior high. They pretty much run this valley for the last 4 years, so I think they'll be pretty tough.
Let's see, y'all. Your team, Rodge.
Yeah.
Lost
I'm Team Rodge.
And D4 is Team Fools.
That's right.
Is that the way it's going to be this year?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, are y'all going to play this year?
We met up last year. It was a hell of a collision.
It'll be fun to watch as long as we got some shade there. I don't want to get an infection or nothing.
This is a new park now we're going to, but it don't look much different than the old park. So just right down the road from the old park. Huh? They're supposed to set up a bunch of tents and have fans and shit going. So
is there a fence in the outfield where you can head in?
Oh yeah, 250.
Okay.
All the way around.
That'd be fun to watch. How many home runs you think between
those
teams?
Both teams together, at least 8.
Oh hell.
Yeah, there's some power now. I'm telling you, Big Dog Brett, Ross, he can knock the shit out of it. Kobe can knock the shit out of it. D4 can knock the shit out of it. There's some boppers. We got some boppers.
Well, you're lucky I don't get to hit, or there'd be 9.
Oh, lefty.
Now that would be asking for it. I'm swinging down baseball bat with this port in my chest.
Oh yeah, it'd rip so much right out with it.
Yeah.
You'd be laying there flopping like a fish.
I'll take my camera and record the best of it. Go enjoy a nice meal.
Hey, this year I do think Team Fools does have a few more, players than they had last year. I think Rec Talk's gonna be good for
They're
them.
hungry.
They're hungry. They're damn hungry. They did not like losing to us last year. It's drug on.
Some competitive ass people that go to this thing.
I'm a competitive person. That's how I've always been that way. I hate to lose. Hell, I'll throw up on second base. I don't care.
Chad says he votes for me as pinch runner. Well, we got two of us in wheelchairs, Chad. We can have one on each team.
Hell, I might need somebody to pinch run for my ass.
This thing will go in fourth gear, won't it?
Oh yeah, you can't keep up with him. Hell, poor old Crimson Taylor. Hell, we just drove 9 hours to BVD's house. BVD said, "Hell, let's go for a walk." Hell, took off with him. I see the video. By God, damn BVD's flooring that son of a bitch. Keep up with me. My God, hell, far. BVD's running off and leaving old Taylor.
We play DB in the second game. Tennessee High used to be a challenge for Greenville, but that should be a pretty easy game, I would think.
Who come and got their athletes?
I don't know.
They usually have some athletes down there.
What happened to them? Dobbins Bennett had us last year. They had us beat. But they couldn't get it done at crunch time, so yeah. We got a pretty good streak against them now. What is it, D4, 5 or 6 in a row? Dobbins Bennett.
Over Dobbins Bennett?
Yeah. 5.
Now, they wouldn't play y'all there for a while, would they?
Well,
it was back in the day. It really wasn't a competition.
Yeah.
They just swapped the floor with us.
They killed us every year.
And then all of a sudden came around and we lost to them.
The tables have turned. Now they're the underdog.
No,
they don't know.
They lost everything this year. They lost the quarterback, receivers, running back.
Good. Good for them. Beat your ass again. I don't care who suits up. It's still a win over a 6A team. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. It was good understanding.
I'll be happy to see Corbin play this year and let him get them jitters out that first game. If he had, hell, he may not have first game jitters. He may come out and throw 5 touchdowns in that first game. Who knows? But
I just wish Corbin had the weapons that was available the past few years.
He's still got a few, though, doesn't he?
He's still got a few. I mean, there's still some playmakers there, but, it's hard to replace a Jacoby Gillespie.
Oh, hell yeah.
A Mason Laws
Jonte.
And Jonte Dabbs. I mean, you have all three of those on the field at the same time. The quarterback, Lane Axel, is slinging it over the yard. Shoot.
Yeah. There for a while there, Greenville had some studs out there at wideout. Look at nobody touch them.
Time to find some new ones.
Yep.
But I digress. I don't want to get into that.
You afraid to say something about the former coach? I ain't. He's gone now. Fucking, excuse my language. They're probably still friends with him, so I
don't mess with the mafia around here.
Yeah, I never did.
I heard that. Know about them damn mafias, by God. About 4 or 5 families that run shit. People don't talk about. That's how it is down here anyway.
That's how
they make shit go.
Yeah, man.
Not
not anymore. We probably could have with Allard seen here. That's the year everybody wanted to see Greenville and Oakland play. That's been a hell of a game.
Hey, we scored on them a couple times and they come down and played us.
And Maryville can't even hang with them.
That's better than most people do.
I know it. Hell, we had the lead on them there. We had a lead on them there, 7-0. They come right down, scored. We come back right down. It's 14-7, and after that, it was Katie Barker door. Hell, they beat us like 35-14.
They're just one of those teams that's a talent-rich area, and they don't rebuild; they reload.
And they just reload.
I don't see anybody since Maryville's fell off the way they have. I don't see anybody compete with them for 6A for a year.
No.
What happened to Riverdale?
They used to be good.
Yeah, everybody goes to Oakland now. That used to be a big, big rivalry, but now Oakland's taking all that town in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I agree with Chad. I think we demolished Oakland in 18 because they were so one-dimensional. I mean, they're a 6A team that runs
single
wing. Yeah,
run the wing. Wing
Yeah.
T.
We had a great defense that year too.
Oh yeah.
I would have killed that kid.
We'd have went to Oak.
I had an Choo Choo. What was his name?
Todd
Choo
Young.
Choo. Yeah. Yeah. We called him Choo Choo. Maybe they got him a big old ring out of that BVD. Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm looking for something for you.
No.
Taking a minute to process. You said Choo Choo.
Yeah.
How's he doing at Furman?
He was up 7-7.
Was he? Is he done? He ain't done yet, is he? There you go, Lockhart.
Youngblood.
Never see a better
My
block.
Lord! He's like, you like some damn old Munson on that son of a bitch.
Yeah. He let him have it. That boy didn't have a chance.
Well, Adam.
He was a
also-
beast, man. And he's a
Also-
beast.
Rutherford, Williamson, and I forget the other county around there. They have they changed their bylaws to where they can transfer any and play at any school within their county, and not have to pay tuition.
Adam says there's 5 schools in Murfreesboro now. They're gonna have to add another one if it
What
keeps
is
growing
it?
like
Is it
it does.
Oakland, Riverdale,
Blackman,
Siegel,
Murfreesboro Christian.
Smyrna?
I think
Murfreesboro
Smyrna-
Christian, I know. They're a 1A school.
Murfreesboro, aren't they? Smyrna.
Smyrna, yeah, it's Murfreesboro.
Smyrna's right before. Yeah, it's in between.
Oh, Rockville, yeah. Rockville.
Yeah. Well, old Rockets.
I wouldn't mind having a shot at it. I don't know how good I'd do, but I'd definitely get excited. Our guy just don't get excited enough when he's doing play-by-play. Of course, when you're beating a team 50-0.
Listen, our fans are pathetic sometimes. That like they're so spoiled that
Right.
it's like we should be up 70. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's how Pittsburgh right there too. They're spoiled rotten. Every one of them.
I guarantee you, Oakland,
Some of them don't even come to the games. Half of them don't even come to the games.
They come to Greenville fans.
They'll pack it out, but they're
But they don't come till halftime. They'll wait till they don't have to pay no fee. They, get one free. Then they'll pack it out.
They
Yeah.
come early and they come to away games, but they sit on their hands. They don't, listen
Everybody
to
stays
Elizabeth.
out there and gets them a good old buzz and comes on in
I
the game
was
for free.
jealous as hell listening to Elizabeth and crowd. I thought I was at a small college game. They got so damn loud.
Shit, it's like a small college game down there in South Pittsburgh. They got a damn pirate ship that shoots a cannon and fucking fireworks, a damn big ass jam system, light show, hell, whatever you want, son. All the bells and whistles down there. It ain't like Anderson County. It ain't like Anderson County though.
Yeah, what was his name from Jeff County from Greenville?
Hall.
Yeah. And you know why he did that? I mean, he wants to crack at the green. Yeah, I mean, he might get it too. They lost everybody too, though, didn't they? Anderson County, didn't they lose most of that team?
They lost. Moog will be back. They lost their all 5 starting offensive linemen.
They got a quarterback that came in, I think, didn't they?
Yeah,
From somewhere.
Played
They
at
played
Greenville
at
his freshman
Greenville.
year.
Oh, okay.
I went to Jeff
Yeah.
County for a while, and they sucked.
So he's supposed to be his third school.
They made the
That-
playoffs with everybody in
Kind of says a lot about a kid, don't it?
Yeah, no shit.
4 years.
Yeah.
I'll say it. He was looking for that ESPN Sports Center reel every play. That was his problem. He was at Greenville. He
They
wouldn't
wanted to
take
make the
what-
big play all the time.
Yeah, he wouldn't take what the defense would give you. He wanted it all every damn play.
Yeah.
He can get it now. He can get it now with defending state champs.
I shoot them fireworks up his ass one time and see what he got.
Definitely go all out. That stadium sucks, man. I can't stand a stadium like Volunteer. All their seats are on one side.
Mm.
I don't like sitting with them.
Yeah,
That's how Polk County was back in the day. You know, but they put the visitors on the damn home side and they put the home team on the other side. I get pegged with fucking rocks. Shit, you better wear your helmet there.
If you're a visitor coming to Greenville, if you don't get there early, you may not get a seat because our fans pack half of the visitor side too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's first come, first served. So.
Well, hell, half y'all's region, you don't want to come watch it no way. It's a massacre most of the
The
time.
game. Coming to watch it. Come to watch it.
I don't think I've ever been to a Greenville game where it wasn't over by halftime or the first quarter. I mean, it was up by like 50 or 60 points at halftime.
Last year we had one that come down to the last possession at DB.
Yeah. I bet everybody was shitting all over themselves, wasn't they?
More down west, we had to come back and beat them.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game. Shouldn't have been a game either. Turnovers got us in that one, I think. Yeah, that's right. We had to score on the last possession, didn't we? Yeah.
And they still had time on the clock to do something.
That was crazy, man. That game back and forth all night. I didn't get to see the DB game. I watched the replay of it, but I didn't get to see it as it happened. Hell, I thought my head was so messed up. I was in the hospital that week. I texted Eddie and asked him who won the game. And I said, which game? He said DB, and he said, BVD, it's Wednesday. We're not playing till Friday. And a few days off.
You know, it says a lot about the future when, you know, our JV only lost one game last year, you know, against that higher competition, and it was against DB, and it went into double overtime. And we were going for the 2-point conversion, and the ball got snapped over quarterback's head.
Oh, that's what happened in our JV game?
Yeah.
So we went for 2 against them for the win.
Yeah.
That is crazy how that worked out. Well, I sent Sports Talk Jay the link. He said he might join us tonight, so waiting to see him in the back room. So you'll get his thoughts on the slap on the wrist Tennessee got. What's your thoughts?
Definitely a slap on the wrist.
Y'all are the ones that really kind of suffered by losing Pruitt in the deal.
But you know something? We never had him. So why are we mad about something we never had?
I think you would have had him if this hadn't happened, but I think everybody knew he was going to get, you know, he was going to get a show cause.
If I would be probably pissed off if it was like, you know, 2-3 years, but it's 6 yees.
6 years.
I mean, and he's got to sit out a year after he gets hired. So
he's done.
He's done.
He might as well just.
So after that, you know, fuck him. You know, let him go back to high school ball or pro ball, wherever he wants to do.
High school ball. Hell, the pros probably won't even take it now. I don't think that show cause affects a pro job, does it?
No,
it shouldn't.
I mean,
it shouldn't. Only in college football.
Hell, the Cardinals are taking. We need some defense.
Hey, he was there with the Jets there for a little while.
Yeah, I don't even know who the Cardinals coach is. Y'all know? They hired. Let's go see. Sports Talk Jay said he'd be here in a few minutes.
When he comes on, I'm going to head on.
You're welcome to stay as long as you want.
I know. I got to get home. The kids ain't been around there.
Oh, I got you.
Heard that.
I'll see you Friday anyway. What color truck are we getting?
It's like dark blue-ish.
Jonathan Gannon. Who in the hell is that?
We were lifting.
40-year-old.
Got that text from old Coach Brandon.
When they lifting in the morning?
The first practice with helmets tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
After they lift.
I think Corbin said the 27th is when they start practicing in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Green Devils. I ain't getting up at 7. I ain't doing it. At half the time, that's when I'm going to bed.
Y'all going 2 a day, start 7 in the afternoon.
Are they even allowed to do 2-a-days now?
I think it's regulated somehow.
Yeah, I don't think it's old school 2-a-days.
No.
Sometimes they'll split it up. They'll have the freshmen and sophomores
Yeah.
in the morning time, and then have the varsity and the juniors and seniors in the evening.
Yeah,
You know, because some of them work. You know.
they had to give up those whole 11 wins they
Yeah.
had.
For Old Tennessee.
Yeah, talking about vacated wins. I don't give a shit. They could vacate every win Tennessee's ever had in the history of the program. It still counts. There's Jay. What's going on, Jay? You ready?
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just
All right, good deal.
good
Law
deal.
Tide, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Just fine, just fine. You're just the guy I wanted to talk to.
All right,
no.
have at it. I'll step back and smoke a cigarette.
I've got several very important questions. First of all, y'all talked a little bit about Jeremy Pruitt. I know he had a bunch of success down there with you guys as his defensive coordinator. Y'all won national titles with him, the whole 9 yards. And there was a lot of talk that y'all were going to be hiring him and, maybe as an analyst, possibly as an analyst. But then I just heard you say, with 6 years, that's probably not a doable thing. Is there much disappointment down there at all, or is it just kind of?
I'm sure there is. Because I know, they had those plans, to bring him in. I know Coach Saban had talked to him before any of this had happened, or they come down with ruling or whatever. But everything else I've heard is, ever since they come out with the 6-year thing, all the Bama fans are just like, well, we didn't have him anyway, so let's just, play the season out this year and, go from there. They really did lay it down on old Jeremy, and I think he deserved it. So, he is a good defensive coordinator, but I'd rather have a good defensive coordinator and being a better person, better morals, than just handing the person, just buying a kid, taking advantage of kids like that, like he was doing. So, good riddance. That's
I
all
got you.
I can say.
Okay, that interests me because, like I said, I know there was some excitement about it. Which I get it. I mean, the guy's he was very successful defensive coordinator and a great talent evaluator. He was really good at that, and obviously Saban trusted him tremendously. And they won titles. I mean, when you win a title or 2 or 3 or whatever, there's a trust level there that you can't buy. So and
another thing with Pruitt, I mean, he came in as a grad assistant, then he moved on up to being secondary coach, and then he moved in, started coaching the linebackers, and then he left, went to Florida State for a little bit, then came and coached Georgia for a little bit, then rolled back into Alabama, and he took over after Kirby went to Georgia, in 2016. One of our better defenses, in my opinion. 2016 defense was great. I hope we get some of that back this year with, what Coach Steele's going to bring. But, his 2 years, especially 2017, him changing up the defense there in the second half, throwing Fromm off like he did, really got us back in the football game. He's a great defensive mind, and that's why Tennessee got him. Didn't work out. Some assistants aren't made to be head coaches. It's happened in the past. So, he just
got it because there wasn't nobody else available.
Right.
They had people turning the job down right and left. And you can't get Dave Doran away from NC State, you got problems.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
But they thought they were going to bring up another another Kirby Smart, another Saban disciple. But it just didn't work out that way. Like I said, I don't think every assistant coach is meant to be head coaches out there. I mean, we go back to Mike Shula. He wasn't a very good head coach. You can go further back than that, especially with, you had old Dooley, your boy Dooley over there. He wasn't too much of a head coach himself. I mean, I know he had a little experience, but he had played, coached no big time football.
I thought Shula was a great coach. Didn't you, Sports Talk Jay?
I remember Shula.
I bet y'all did.
I'm gonna tell you. I remember when they brought in Saban. I was worried about it because they went and spent the money. They paid him $5 million when Fulmer was making $2 million. And they paid Saban $5 million. And I remember at the time going, that's smart money. And everybody else was like, oh, well, they're just trying to buy. I'm like, you know what? They're tired of losing. They're ready to be good again. And they did it. I've been for spending the money for a long time because the head coach it's the most important position. It's more important than quarterback, middle linebacker, defensive coordinator. That's the key guy. If he's good, you're going to be good. Even if you're at a place that doesn't recruit well, you're going to be good because he's going to attract the quarterback. He's going to attract the right guys. And Saban was a taskmaster. He wasn't good in the pros because I just think his personality didn't bode well with that.
Didn't mesh well. Yeah, he didn't mesh well with those pro players.
He's too much of a disciplinarian and kind of want to be a control guy. And I don't think you can do that with guys that are making more money than you.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
that's where I think he's really done really well at Alabama. Is he really knows how to run the organization the way it needs to be run, and it's really turned over in really great seasons, national championship runs. The way he runs an organization. That's one thing I've heard Kirby say about him. What he's learned from Coach Saban is how good he runs the organization, the insides and out. And to do that, you got to hire good people. And I think he's hired some of the best in the business behind the scenes. Even one of our old buddies, BVD, old Big E in Bama, he's even worked for him back in the day. And
what do you think about?
Say again.
I think Kevin Steele. Okay, I think Kevin Steele is in the right place at the right time right now. He knows what Coach Saban likes. He's worked for Coach Saban quite a few times. And he's definitely coached in the SEC for years. I think he was a little bit of fish out of water down there at Miami with that young team. They really don't have a culture. One thing at Alabama, we're gonna have a culture, and we're gonna get back to the standard. And I think that's one thing that Kevin Steele is gonna bring this year.
I thought it was a solid hire given the circumstances. I was a little bit surprised at firing the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. Now I know that in Nick Saban's mind, he probably saw the season as I could have lost 4 games. That's unacceptable on so many levels to him that even though everybody else is going, yeah, but you could have won every game. You also could have been undefeated. But that's not Saban's mindset because he knows that level's not being hit. So the fact that he kind of
he knows what elite football looks like.
Yeah, he just wasn't he wasn't feeling it. Whereas any other team, just about other than maybe I guess Georgia right now would have been like, well, give these guys another season. Like your defensive coordinator was only there like 1 year, right?
No, he'd been there since 2018.
Well, who was there?
He was just an assistant.
No, who was the coordinator? There was a coordinator there only as 1 year as a coordinator.
Tosh. I think that's Coach Tosh. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he
ended up going to the pros.
So what was the problem? What was the problem with the offense? Why was he upset? I understand why he was unhappy with the defense.
Well, I think it had a lot to do with our receiving core. Our receiving core was really young last year. One thing about Coach O'Brien is he's a pro coach. In pro football, it's all about getting 10 yards, moving the chains. Yeah. Not turning the ball over. That's all they're trying to do. In college football, it's all about mismatches. You got to get the mismatches on the out there on the end, out there on the edge. You got to have the mismatches, and I don't think Coach O'Brien really took advantage of those, especially with our running backs. There'd be times where we'd be running it down people's throats, and I'm old school Alabama fan. I love that. I love watching Alabama run football back in the day. And he would get away from it. He wouldn't come back to it, and it would put Bryce, where he had to put a cape on and save us. About every damn, it turned into backyard football is what it reminded me of, and it was just I was really I was ashamed of our offensive line because we had the boys to push around, but the concepts and the play calling and him just not vibing with the offense it was just it is lucky we didn't lose 4 games, but having a great player like Bryce Young, makes a lot of those mistakes look good. You know what I'm saying? But
He was
true Alabama fans like me that watch, that's that's watched our offenses in the past. It just didn't look like an Alabama offense.
That's what it looks to me like, based on the hire of Tommy Rees, who's a run first type offensive coordinator in my mind, that he wants to go back to that. And I think he sees Georgia in what Alabama used to do. And he's like, he got away from it because the offenses changed and a lot of people started kind of speeding things up. And I guess he wanted, Saban's good about keeping up. You know, he will not be stubborn to the point that it costs him. He will move, he will change with the times, but I think he's realized that because of Georgia's success, that he's maybe gone past what he's comfortable with.
Well, Georgia's proven that you can still win with great defense and run the football.
Yeah. Managing the ball.
You know, that's it. And that's what Alabama did great back in the early 2000s. Well, beginning of 2020s or 2010, 2011, 2012. I mean, that's what we look good at. But then things started changing 2013, 2014. Everybody was doing RPOs. Everybody's running slants on us. They're getting us deep. So we had to go do that too, just to keep up with the scoring because our defense was falling off so bad, especially after Pruitt leaves.
Yeah.
Your defense looked just straight up silly against Tennessee last year. I mean, they looked.
Oh yeah, they look like they never played before. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, and and to see what Kirby did the next week is pretty much what we should have done. Kept everything in front of us, don't let nothing behind. That's all you got to do. I mean, it's kind of like baseball. You don't ever let the ball get over your head. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever let the football get over your head. And that's all Tennessee did to Alabama, just throwed it over their head every time.
I wonder how much of that had to do with the two stadiums, because Neyland was absolutely the most electric I'd ever seen it. And then when we went to Georgia and played in Sanford, they were the same way. And that, I'm wondering how much that played with, because football is also a game of momentum at times. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like Tennessee got so much momentum from that. And then Georgia, every time we tried to get any momentum at all, which is very important to our offense because we need to go fast. Yeah. And we couldn't do that against Georgia because 6 times we had offsides, and that let Georgia get settled. Okay, now we're on defense. There's an offsides. Now we've got 45 seconds to kind of really get regrouped. It slowed them down, and now they don't have that little advantage on us. And that's what I saw. And that happened to Alabama a bunch. Y'all had several. Y'all had like 15 penalties.
No, we had 19 in that game. There were 19 penalties in that game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, how much that played a very significant role in that game.
Oh, yeah. That was like Tennessee 1998 stadium. I've seen that stadium like that before. It's crazy.
Alabama stayed close to Tennessee the whole game. And I know we got out on you early and had the 18-point lead. But once you guys came back and it was kind of tat, you guys stayed right with us the whole game. Whereas at Georgia, they just smothered us and we couldn't, like Jason, we could not get a lick of momentum. Even when the rain came and Kirby took his foot off the gas, like their fans like to say.
Well, that's a lot of emotion you spent, the week before too. I mean, you finally beat a team for the first time in 16 years. I mean, it takes a lot out of you, trying to get all that emotion back and play against a good team. That happened against Alabama in 2012 against LSU.
I tell you,
click yourself out.
Yeah, he clicked himself out there.
We played a few games after that Alabama game, so it's not like.
Well, we played Kentucky.
Okay.
But that was at Neyland, and we just stomped them.
Y'all smoked them.
Yeah. Yep. And then Georgia was down there waiting on us with 90,000 people. And every time there was several times where we were moving the ball, we were doing our thing, and then we'd be on the 20-yard line, their 20-yard line, offsides. And I'm just sitting here going, we just can't do our thing. We could not do our thing. And I'm telling you, that's as Sanford came through for Georgia. They really did. And they played a major role. I'm not saying we would have beat them in a neutral setting, but at Neyland, we would give them a lot better game. And I think it would have been close.
Well, y'all be finding out this year when they come and play out Neyland. That place is going to be hot.
Now, we don't have Hendon, but we do have a guy that might Joe, I'm not sure of yet. He looked really good in the Clemson game, but Hendon was kind of magical. He had that Bryce Young thing about him where he could put the cape on. He could literally put the cape on and just do stuff where you go, okay, that's something you're going to remember for the next 10 years. I don't know if Joe's got that or not. You don't see that very often. That's why when people are like, well, Bryce Young's only 5'10", he won't play. I was like, he will be the first pick so fast it will make your freaking head spin. I would pick him. I would have not even looked at the other quarterbacks. I would have just picked him and been done.
Man, that game, if he wasn't hurt, I like to see how he done if he wasn't hurt in that game. He played outstanding.
Hendon would have been in the first round. Hendon would have been in the first round. If he not been hurt, I don't think there's any doubt because he's so clutch. Now, look, Bryce Young's a totally different talent. He's got that Kansas City guy thing. He's a little shorter version of that Kansas City dude. That's what he is.
Mahomes.
What's that guy's name that's so good?
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes. He's very Mahomes-ish to me. Yeah. And I really feel like did he win a national title with you guys?
He got one, but he was on the bench in 2020. So.
Yeah. He should have got one himself. I kind of feel like he didn't. For some, I don't know. That was a tremendous quarterback that y'all should have won a title with.
Oh, yeah, we let a few go with some great talent before, so it's part of the game.
Getting those two wide receivers hurt too, back to back like
that.
Yeah, that
mean, it was a great out there at Tennessee. He didn't get him one either. Old Peyton Manning, he was pretty good.
Who's that?
No, Peyton Manning. He didn't get him a natty.
No, God, no, he didn't. He didn't. Hell, you know why? Because he didn't beat Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the reasons why Florida's my nemesis. See, I don't have a lot of anger towards Alabama. I have a lot of negative energy towards Florida because of what's his name, Spurrier.
Yeah.
Well, and Peyton Manning, and then we did win a national title after that. But Fulmer would have won 3 if not for Steve Spurrier. Because every time we'd lose early to Florida, well, you can't get in the final game, which is what I'm going to love about this playoff. This 12-team playoff excites me to no end because now if you lose one stupid game early in the season, you're not out. You're not done. Right. Whereas, and we're in the SEC, you're going to lose a game or two. We're not playing in the ACC or the Big 12. We don't get warm-up games to the playoff. We play Alabama and Georgia. We're the only team other than Auburn. And see, Alabama a lot of times doesn't play Georgia except in the playoff or the SEC, and they don't have to play themselves. Yep. So I'm telling you, Tennessee and Auburn have the 2 toughest schedules because you're going to play the top 2 teams in the SEC in the nation for the last, I don't know, several years.
You got to throw Florida in there too, because me and you, apparently we're the only 2 fans that are still scared of Florida. All the rest of the Tennessee fans got us winning that game by 30.
Oh, they're writing it down as a W, and I'm going, we haven't won down there in 20 years.
Yeah.
So I've got us at a 60% chance of beating them at the Swamp, and that's as high as I can go.
Well, you may have lost a few percentage points when Milton came out and said what he said.
I love that, though. I kind of loved it. There's the smack talk. I don't think he was not trying to smack talk Florida, but I promise you that's going to be on a billboard and they're going to wear that out. And somebody's going to sack him and say, "You're in Florida." No, he's going to hear that. I promise. But you know what? That's
welcome to Florida, Jack.
Oh, yeah. That's going to happen. He's going to push him down in the ground wearing some 250-pound monster. Guess where you're at? It'll be great. I love stuff like that.
Then Milton will chuck a 80-yard bomb on the next play, and
you know what? Getting him mad might be a good thing.
Yeah, kind of like that movie, The Program, where Dan, what's his name? Dan Connor from Roseanne, his son was on the offensive line. Excuse me, I've got to go meet my doggies in the end zone.
Yeah.
Love that
that'll
movie.
Be interesting. Oh, and I got other question for you, Law Tide. Quarterback situation y'all have got down there. We know we're going with Joe. We don't know how good he's going to be or not or whatever. But y'all have got 3 that look to me like I don't know which is going to start. I don't know if it's Buckner, who they brought in, who's going to obviously have favoritism with Reese, or you're going to go with Milroe, who is a freak athlete. I've never seen anybody run like that from the quarterback position, and that's saying something. But his arms, but then you've got Ty Simpson. Is it Ty? Ty Simpson. Okay, who's, a very good talent. Who are y'all, what are you hearing?
I'm hearing the team likes Milroe, but also hearing that Ty Simpson's looking very good in summer. Throwing the football. I thought he looked great in the spring game. I mean, he had a hurt thumb. He sprung his thumb. He still outperformed Milroe. As far as Buckner, I'll have to see him. I know we'll see him in the MTSU game for sure. But a lot of things I've heard about him is he's just been brought in as a it's just an insurance policy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about that,
Where did he come from? Where did Buckner or whatever his name is come from?
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and him and Tommy's tight and all that, and that's good. But he's not going to be picked because he's Tommy's boy. The guy's going to pick the quarterback. It's going to be Nick Saban, and I'm interested to see how this battles out. I've heard that Milrose took a lot of the receivers down to Tampa and worked with them. Everybody's doing good work right now, and competition, is going to breed some good talent. So just makes talent better. So I think whoever's going to be, as long as they don't turn the ball over and end every drive with a kick, because that's all Nick Saban wants. He wants everybody. He just wants to end every drive with a kick. He don't want a turnover. So as long as them boys keep doing that, and put points on the board, defense is going to be good. They're going to hunt this year. I think that's one thing that's going to be a lot different with this Alabama team this year. Is both our front sevens are going to be more aggressive, especially running the football. So I think it's Milrose's job in the clubhouse, but don't look over your shoulder. That's all I gotta say. Because there's two capable quarterbacks. There's two capable quarterbacks that come in there and play quarterback as well.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead, BVD.
I was just going to say, Ty's a baby. I mean, he could come in and potentially win that job for the next 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Well, this is the first time y'all have had a competition in 3 years. I mean, it's been
it's been a long time.
Team. And then on top of it, go ahead.
It's been since Jalen Hurts' freshman year since we've had a quarterback battle. It was between him, Blake Burnett, and Bateman, kid named Bateman. He was from Utah.
Yeah.
And man, that was a good little battle. Blake Burnett was picked to win it, but he kind of pooped in the bed against USC in the first game of the year. Jalen came in, took over. He was our quarterback that whole year, 2016. Had Clemson on the ropes, but they ran 2 pick plays and beat us. So.
Jalen Hurts, the guy that has definitely proven his worth, because when he went to the pros, everybody said, "Oh, he's not going to make a good pro quarterback." Now look at him. I mean,
he surprised me. I did not think he was going to make it. Of course, the NFL's changing. There's a lot more running going on. A lot more.
Yeah. A lot more running with the quarterback.
Yeah, they want a running quarterback now. And I think that has to do with Mahomes. Everybody wants the next Mahomes, and they're trying to find that. And like I said, they picked Anthony Richardson number 4 because they're looking for the guy from Philadelphia, like you said, your guy. So this is the first time y'all have had a serious competition at quarterback in a while. And that Buckner guy, that Buckner has got some skills. He's loose with the football, and I don't see Saban tolerating that. But I'm telling you, that guy's got some skills. The only problem is he throws a lot of touchdowns for his team and for the other team.
Exactly. But in high school, he's the number 1 quarterback in the country. So I think his junior year he had gotten hurt. He got hurt his senior year when he had transferred all the way from California to Indiana, closer to Notre Dame. But before he left, I think he threw like 50 or 60 touchdowns his junior year.
Yeah,
so,
he's almost
kicking.
Yeah, he believes in himself so much that he almost believes in himself too much. He's one of those type of talents.
Exactly.
He's got a little bit of that guy from who was the Texas A&M guy that wound up didn't make it in the NFL that was unbelievable, Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
what,
Manziel.
he's got a little bit of Manziel in him. He's got I've watched him enough to where you can go, dang, that guy's talented. And then he does something so boneheaded, you're like, oh my, what just happened? How did he do that? That's what he does.
Well, that's one thing Coach Saban will not tolerate turnovers. That will get you pulled quicker than anything.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got enough experience to be able to understand that, or if he's going to, he's a freshman last year, so, and he's played. So maybe he's matured enough to where he takes the position, but we'll see. Like I said, he's got that gunslinger, I can do anything on the field, and you're in the SEC now. You can't do anything that you want on the field in the SEC because every guy out there is like that.
Yep.
So I just think the Alabama thing is probably one of the most interesting teams this year because of everything that's going on. A new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new quarterback, and then Georgia being in your way. And it's just it's a heck of a story.
That's why
it is.
College football fans of other teams think Alabama is going to go in the shitter this year, and I just.
Well, that's not going to happen. Though. I mean, it's not going to happen.
That's wishful thinking. That's what that is.
As long as Nick Saban's coach, that's not going to happen. I just don't see that.
He just won't allow it. He won't allow that to happen.
No, he's the guy. Now, after he leaves, who knows? I'm sure you'll get a good coach, but that's a tough guy to follow.
Yeah.
But who knows? Heck, he might coach a long more time. I don't know with that guy. He may be the type.
He told one of his recruits he was going to coach until he croaked. So
he might be the kind of guy that can't go out and fish or golf or do something like that. May just the thought of it may make him want to throw up. People are that way.
Well, Miss Terry make him do some housework.
I like that lake good though, don't they?
Yeah, they get on that lake quite a bit.
Yeah,
Warrior
we'll
River.
We'll see how it all plays out, but that to me is probably the most interesting team in the SEC this year because there's so much turmoil, and it's a team that's usually on the top. So, and then literally they were this close. Look, if it had been the 12-team playoff, they would have been
in there.
You would have been probably
the fifth team, probably the fifth or sixth.
You'd have been the fifth or sixth team, and you'd have been incredibly dangerous because anytime you're playing against Bryce Young, he can beat you. I don't care how good you are. And Georgia, they'd have been nervous playing him. And of course, Ohio State had Georgia, but the same thing happened to Alabama, happened to Ohio State. Their best receiver that Georgia couldn't stop
got hurt. Yep.
Georgia's been very lucky, but Georgia was very unlucky prior to that. So I guess Lady Luck turned around.
Yeah, karma come back all the time.
It did. You get up there enough times, eventually you're going to get the lucky break.
But what gets me about these Georgia fans is they think that college football wasn't invented until 2021. They don't think anything else happened before that.
I would be exactly that way because I love that. Having that memory loss. I'm real good at that. See, I don't remember anything except I do remember the Fulmer years, and I remember the Josh Heupel years and some of the Butch Jones years. The rest of it might as well not exist for me. I just blank it out because it's too painful, and I don't want to think about it.
Well, BVD's got a catalog of Derek Dooley videos.
Oh, God. He won 4 games. The year we hired him, he went 4-7 or something, and we hired him because his last name was Dooley.
Yeah,
we can thank Lane Kiffin for that one. That's the other guy. I give Florida a lot of grief. The other person I give a lot of grief to is Lane Kiffin.
Oh, Lane.
Lane screwed his career up and messed us up in a major way.
If you want to see some good quality YouTube videos, Jay, go back and check out my Derek Dooley videos.
Oh, God, I'll bet.
They're epic.
That was before there was 20 Tennessee YouTubers.
Oh, Lord.
I can't compete with you and Boogie now. I'm scrapping for 200 views in a video now, so trying to step my game up.
Some analytics, man. You got to get them analytics up.
Yeah, it is what it is. As long as I got good quality viewers like Ghost of Hoss 4107 joining me, you know.
I know it. What will we do without Ghost of Hoss of 41-7? I guess we'll just go watch
Need
the
you
paint
a
dry.
couple thousand like that one, Jay. Need you a few trolls over there on your channel.
Says
Yeah, you need some trolls.
I love to blame Kiffin though. I give Kiffin way too much grief because it's fun, and I do the same thing to Florida. And I know it. I'm not fair. I totally get it, but that's the fun of it. You know, I just enjoy giving him grief. I like it. It's therapeutic for me. It is. I always feel better after I give him grief, and I try to give him grief almost every video, not all of them, but about 60 to 70% of my videos. There will be a clip of Lane Kiffin doing something. And sometimes I even give him credit, but I like to give him a lot.
Young Lane Kiffin was the funnest though, because he didn't give a damn. He'd get up on stage and out a team for bad recruiting. I mean, he did that to Florida once. We got up on stage. I'm going to add him right here. Yeah,
we
loved him.
The first year he was there, we loved the guy. And that's why we were so mad at him. We enjoyed him being here. And then he stabbed us in the back and ran over to USC where he was going to fail because they had real NCAA penalties.
Yeah, they had real problems.
Too young, stupid, and arrogant to understand what he was running into, and that he was the fifth choice.
Right.
And he'll tell you, I guarantee you, he would tell you today that was the biggest mistake he's ever made in his career.
What do you think?
Well, you know, he had to go ahead.
What do you think he would have done at Tennessee? You think he would have built an empire here? Or
he would have been successful at Tennessee. I promise you, he would have been successful. Oh, yeah. Now, would he have been?
That offense is tough.
Now, would he have been Nick Saban successful? No, but he would have been successful, and he might have won a national title. He could have pulled one off because his offenses are really outstanding. They just are. Now, his defense, you know, he struggles with that because it's hard work to recruit defensive players and to do all, and that's not really his mindset. He would have had to get lucky and get a really great defensive coordinator. But the problem is when you get a great coordinator, they leave. That's what's up Alabama.
The year we had 2015, the year we had Kiffin and Kirby, that's two best coordinators you could have.
Yeah.
I mean, we had number one class. I mean, last few years when he came in 2014. Won 2015, there in 2016, left us the week before the Natty game, went to Florida Atlantic down there in Boca Raton back. But before that, he done a good job, man. He done a great job. He changed our offense. I mean, he had Blake Sims first year quarterback. Blake Sims played running back the year before. And he done a great job with him. And then he had Jay Coker, turned him into a stud, won a national championship with him. He was a third stringer at Florida State. And then that next year, he ended up with Jalen, turned Jalen into a freshman All-American. When he walked off that field in the national championship, Alabama had to leave. So the guy could coach. The guy can coach quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's very good. Well, he's got four down there that could probably start for Florida. And for some reason, Florida can't get a quarterback, but they're flocking. They flock to Lane Kiffin, and Josh Heupel seems to have no trouble getting a quarterback. And there's a handful of guys that can do that.
The last thing Tennessee fan base needs as a fan base is for Lane Kiffin to end up at Florida. That would be a freaking
that's what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah, well, they wanted him at Auburn, you know. All us Alabama fans, like, you know, they wanted him at Auburn. But, you know, I didn't think he was going to leave Ole Miss because that's been kind of like I wouldn't even been in a lateral move. I've been a step down from what he's built at Ole Miss for what was going on down there at Auburn. But now they got Hugh Freeze, and they blowing up sunshine for him. I think he's pumping sunshine out for him. But they can't remember what he did to Ole Miss there at the end before he got booted out of there. So let's just hope Auburn knows what they're get themselves into one time.
I don't want Lane at Alabama. I do not want Lane at Alabama.
No. I'd like to have Lane, but I want another guy. I've been, you know, when Saban leaves, and that's Dan Lanning out there at Oregon. I'd love to have him at Alabama.
Wow,
you'll pretty much have your choice. You'll have your choice. There'll be a few guys you can't get, but you'll have plenty of choices, and it's going to be tough to follow the GOAT. It's going to be extremely
that's one thing about it. A lot of these coaches are going to be, they're always going to be compared to Saban, just like everybody was compared to the Bear when after he left. So
we know what
Coach
Coach O would say, Gate City Blue Devil. He'd say Coach O would be the head coach for Alabama, and the first thing he'd say at his press conference would be, "Go Tigers."
Yeah, he's over to Alabama. I hear he's going. He wants to go. He wants that Northwestern job anyway. Well, I hear it.
Ogeron. I wouldn't bring Ogeron in for anything. He's just a party boy at this point. He's got plenty of money. He doesn't care. He's just blowing smoke. It'll be very. I would love to have Lane at Florida because look, Lane's going to move. He's going to stay at Ole Miss until the better job shows up. Auburn was not a better job because you're always.
You think he would dominate us at Florida?
Not necessarily. Not with Josh Heupel. I don't think anybody's going to dominate us when we got Josh Heupel. I do not think that. Now, I don't think that, if we had the recruiting base, we could probably be a Georgia, Alabama with him, but our recruiting base just isn't quite there. It just isn't, and until we win, until he breaks through, I don't know how it's so difficult to recruit against Georgia, LSU, and Alabama. It's just very difficult. They've got 5 stars. They grow up. They grow up as Alabama fans. They grow up as Georgia fans. They grow up as Florida and LSU fans. And I went to UT because I grew up a UT fan. I could have gone to other schools. I wasn't going to any other school but UT. Period. And that was to play stupid golf because I could not put on another team shirt. Yeah. And that would have been blasphemy to me.
Right.
So it's very difficult. So you've got to win and win and win. And Josh is going to have to build it up because Nashville is building, but Nashville is not Atlanta.
No.
Nashville is not Birmingham yet or anything like that. I mean, there's so many great counties down there in that area that have just blue chip after blue chip after blue chip every year.
Where are they all going? Like
they go to Georgia and Alabama,
I thought you were talking about.
Go out to Texas.
I thought you were talking.
Yeah, well, Texas is that way too. Texas, I don't understand why they're not great. Makes no sense to me at all. They
their boosters in there with their hands in the program. Is what I hear.
Say what? Too many hands.
I've heard that. Too many hands in the program. Too many boosters. Hands in the program.
That was a problem for a while. I don't know if it's still a problem now, but I mean,
it could be. You've got so many rich guys that are boosters and donors that think they're genius because they grew up on a field that's full of oil, and all of a sudden they're the smartest guys in the room because they've got $1 billion in their pocket.
They just knew where to drill. That's all. They got lucky.
Exactly. Well, it's Jed Clampett. They were shooting at some food and up through the ground, bubbling crude. And now you've got to listen to that guy because he's given $10 million to Texas, and he's going to tell you who to hire as head coach. And this guy doesn't know jack squat about football, but he loves it, and he's got a pocket full of money. That could be some of it. We've had that problem. It's just the way it is.
We had it with the Haslams. They seem
this is gonna be a really fun year. I think this is gonna be exciting, and then 2024 is gonna be even more fun because the 12 and the great thing they did with the 12-team playoff, and not everybody loved it, is that they made the regular season important because the first 4 teams get a bye, which is monstrous. The next 4 teams get home field advantage, which is monstrous. And then the bottom 4 they're just happy to be there. They're like, God, we get in the playoff.
I think, though, Jay, the regular season before the 12-team playoff was huge, too. I mean, the regular season definitely.
Oh, it was more important, yeah.
You lose a game, you're done.
Yeah, it was too important. It was just too dadgum important.
So it gives the Tennessees and, I don't know, the LSUs and maybe even at some point Auburn again, it gives teams like that
it's huge for us because we got to play Alabama and Georgia every year. It's huge for us.
And Florida. Can't leave them out, man.
Oh, no, and Florida. I understand that. But I'm just saying, when you got to play Georgia and Alabama every year because somehow we have to, and you're trying to get into a 2-team or a 4-team playoff, you have a very difficult task. Last year, Alabama didn't have to play Georgia, and they didn't have to play themselves. Really, that's one of the reasons Saban's upset, is that he lost 2 games and he didn't have to play the top 2 teams. He knows. That's why he made changes. You know, he lives in real land. He does not live in, okay, I'm so great, everything he's such a real, that's why he complains and cries over crap, because he wants to win at tiddlywinks. He has to win at tiddlywinks. That's just, there are people like that every single thing they must win. And that leads to championships sometimes.
It does. It makes him highly motivated, especially coming off two years where we underachieved, you know, was close in the natty or whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't get there last year. You know, had a top-notch team last year on paper. But you know, it's this year I think Coach Saban's really motivated, and the way I hear it, he is highly pissed. And
you can tell he's super angry. He got 9 5-stars. He was that mad. He decided, okay, I'm just going to go out and get the best players just like Georgia does. And now I'm mad. The guy's 73 years old and he's got 7 natties. He should be out retired enjoying his life. And he's as angry as a 40-year-old who just lost the national title and does not have one. That's a special personality. That's why he needs to retire. He needs to retire. I know the personality. I know who he is. Until he retires, he's going to be a pain in the butt. He just is. That's the way it is.
Every college football fan that don't wear an A on their chest wants him to retire.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so many teams that would gladly buy him a beautiful lake house and an ocean front house, anything. Just go away. God. I swear
it's been fun to watch for the last decade and a half.
Did y'all ever watch the movie? That movie with the crap Sling Blade?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the guy who got drunk and he was giving them all crap, and that little boy was throwing beer cans at him? Get away from us! Get
away from my mama.
We need him away from us. Just go. Enough.
Yeah. Had enough at that point. You don't mess with his mama.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That movie was unbelievable.
Classic movie.
Oh yeah.
That's possibly my all-time favorite movie. It's maybe a toss-up with some other ones out there, but Sling Blade's definitely in the top 2 or 3.
Gosh, that movie was special.
Yeah.
I put it up there. My favorite movie is Forrest Gump, of course.
Oh, that's another fantastic movie. God, why don't they make movies like we have not had a movie like that in a decade.
Oh, I know.
They're going to make another good movie ever.
Everything's been made now, and everybody's trying to remake it. They're going to come out with a new Goonies. They're going to come out with a new, White Men Can't Jump. You know, who cares? I mean, never be as good as the original. Never.
I watched a pretty good Western last night that had Rip from Yellowstone in it. It also had, what was Rip's buddy's name? The old man with the mustache. The one that he had to fight to save his ranch.
I can't remember his name. I know what you're talking about.
Long ponytail braids. He was in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people in this movie.
Well, the last bit of Yellowstone's coming out in November.
November, yeah. That's going to be it.
I've not watched any Yellowstone. What is that on? Paramount or something?
Yeah, it's on Paramount.
See, I don't have Paramount.
They say they're going to have some more spinoffs from it.
Yeah.
Maybe do another 2023. I think they're going to do another season of 2023. I think.
Yeah, the last great Western I saw was Tombstone. I love Tombstone.
Oh, that's a great one too. I love it.
That's my favorite Western.
So many one-liners in that movie. So many one-liners.
100, and they're all unbelievable. The best, is it I'm Your Huckleberry the best one, or is it Say When?
Just say when.
Say When and I'm Your Huckleberry. Well, that all happens within about 30 seconds. And I was like, this is the best Western ever. because that was Johnny Ringo, and I loved it when Johnny Ringo was trying to get out of the fight, and he said, and he finally said, "Oh no," he said, "First blood" or whatever, and he said, "All right, Langer, let's do it." And he got those crazy eyes, and I was like, that guy's a really good actor too. But between whatever that, I can't remember the guy's name that played Doc Holliday. He's such a great actor, but he was
Dennis played. It was Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. That was, I mean, he killed it in that. He was so Doc Holliday. I mean, I believed it.
Oh, I did too.
It was so entertaining.
Have you seen The Hateful Eight? That's a really good Western too.
I have, but it seems like there was some real nasty crap in that just kind of.
There's a lot of blood, man. There's a lot of blood in it.
I don't mind the blood. There was just some other stuff in there that, as I recall, there was something that really bothered me. It was like, okay, I don't need this in my life. I can't remember what it was. I don't want to remember.
Went over the line a few times.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it when movies go so far with something just really weird.
Well, that's how those Quentin Tarantino movies go. You know, all his movies are like that.
I don't need that. I don't need to see that kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, he does a lot of entertaining stuff, but sometimes it's like we don't. Come on.
All his movies are like that. Every movie Quentin Tarantino's ever done has those parts in it where you're just.
Didn't he do the one with the something dogs, where it was like a mob type movie?
Oh yeah,
6 guys.
Reservoir Dogs. Dogs.
That was pretty interesting.
That's a good old mob movie.
I love a mob movie, man. I love Casino and Goodfellas. Goodfellas and Casino are my 2 favorite.
I love Goodfellas. That was awesome.
God, that was unbelievable. Both of those movies, and Goodfellas was better than Casino.
Yeah, a lot better.
Did you see Old Henry? I know Waltide did.
Do what now?
Old Henry.
Yeah, I don't know. It was good, man. I watched it. It was really good. I liked it.
Billy the Kid. It's Billy the Kid after he's grown up and he's got a kid, and it's pretty.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's a really cool one.
Yeah,
you gotta check that one out.
Like I like Silverado was okay. Silverado was a pretty good movie, but nothing like the other ones.
I used to like that old show that come on HBO, Deadwood. That's a pretty good old show. You ever watch that show? Deadwood.
I might have.
Is it a Western?
Yeah. It's made in Dodge City, you know, where Wild Bill Hickok got killed and all that.
I recently got into Westerns. I still don't like the really old ones, like the John Wayne Westerns. I can live without those.
Oh, I love the old John Wayne Westerns, man. Yeah. The Shooters is one of my favorite movies. I like the old spaghetti westerns too with Clint Eastwood and all them crazy.
Yeah,
great.
My favorite was True Grit and Rooster Cogburn. True Grit, I just absolutely loved. That was such a great movie.
Had him in it.
And then Rooster was real good too.
Yeah,
Rio Del Rio. Or I like that one, and I like Big Jake. Big Jake.
Oh shit! Oh, Big Jake was great. It's almost 9:30. I got to take off, guys. I enjoyed talking.
Hey, it's good talking to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love hearing that Alabama stuff. That's fun. All right,
anytime,
guys. I'm
buddy.
going to take off.
Come on anytime.
I'll be good.
You're welcome anytime over here.
See y'all.
We'll see you, buddy.
Whoops. There he is. There he goes. There he goes. Yeah, he stayed on a little bit longer than I thought he was going to. He was
had fun, by God. He's having fun with us.
A talking machine tonight. Usually Jay don't talk that much. Boy, he was letting her rip tonight. He had all kinds of Bama opinions.
I know it. I got an interview right there. I felt special.
Yeah. That was fun to sit back and let you guys do your thing.
Oh yeah, man.
We gotta do something.
Always like good conversation.
You got to do something about this jackpot guy. He's kicking our ass on Sunday night.
It's because he likes to get rowdy.
He ain't rowdy on his live streams though. He just sits there and answers. He's
talking shit to Texas Pete, and he ain't got a leg to stand on in that son of a bitch fight.
I forgot he even does Sundays, but where's he at?
Football gets here, buddy. We'll have people in here talking football.
Yeah. That'd be enough to go around. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to doing some. I don't know whether I want to do post game Tennessee, but I'll be competing with Boogie for that, and I'll get murdered there. So I'm thinking about streaming some of the games.
Shit, there's thousands of damn Alabama fans over here now. That's crazy. It's like having, with y'all Tennessee fans, it's like having Alabama fans too.
Yeah, with some of them, man. I don't know any of them. You're the only.
I don't know them. Like, I've talked to a few of them. I found a few of them, but the most that I talked to is, Kangaroo Black. I'll talk to him a little bit. And, I talked to the Bama Standard guys. That's like the best fucking YouTube channel ever. It's where all the former players.
Are there any
all
Bama
the former players
that do like us? They just get on here and talk shit.
Yeah. That's what they do over there on the Bama Standard. They get on there. Hell,
kind of had enough of these. I've had enough of these people that just come on here and give you an ESPN report.
Oh, they get on there. They tell it like it is. They don't give a shit. If they suck, they hated your boy Henry Toey Toto. They hated his last year. Oh, they cussed him like a dog.
Damn, what the Bama Standard, huh?
Bama fans did not like Henry Toey Toto because he wouldn't come up there and fill the hole on a run. He would not do it.
The Bama. Okay.
He would run and jump on the pile like a little sissy.
He could run that pile down though.
Yeah, he could run a. I mean, he was good on pass defense and stuff like that, but he would not fill a gap. Like Moody, I mean, we had a guy on there. He was like a backup his whole career, but by God, he'd fill a hole on a run. He'd fill a gap.
Standard.
Yeah. It's about that time.
Yeah.
Starting to smell it in the air, ain't you?
Yep, 40-some days, man.
People like me and BBD, we know when it's getting football season. We can smell it in the air.
Yep. Don't we have India days coming up?
Yeah, this week, baby. Alabama's is Wednesday. So I don't know I don't give a shit about anybody else. So I don't know when y'all go on.
You want to hear what Josh Heupel's got to say.
They should have just put Heupel, Saban, and Kirby on there all at the same time.
The rest, nobody watched the rest of it, though.
I said, hell, rest of them sit out there and eat ham sandwiches or whatever.
5 things to expect on day 1 of the SEC media. I want the lineup. Give me the damn okay.
The lineup.
SEC announces schedule. That's what I'm.
Tennessee's last, I think. Heupel's the last one.
First day we got LSU, 36 A&M. That's a yawner. The second day it gets better. Auburn and Georgia, Mississippi State, and 4-0 Vanderbilt. They go last. Clark Lee picking up scraps like Vanderbilt does. Yeah, you Florida, Arkansas, and Kentucky on 3, and then Thursday. Damn it, I got a doctor's appointment Thursday. I guess I can watch it after it's over.
Yeah, they're gonna be going down Radio Row there, talking on all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I got doctor's appointments Wednesday and Thursday, but then Friday I'm clear, so me and D4 can get out of town good and early. Get down there.
Out of town.
Get me some Georgia infection. Well, hell, at least if I do get sick down there, I can go to Atlanta where they might have some good hospitals.
Got some good drugs to pump you up with.
Get some good drugs, didn't they? Later bow hunting, I'm thinking about getting out of here too. I don't know what Law Todd's thinking.
Well, we're ready to go.
Yeah, what do you think? Everybody,
you ready? I'm ready.
Everybody leaves me early. I'm thinking about leaving y'all early tonight.
There you go. Give one of them, by God.
I wasn't sure if I was even going to stream tonight because I was feeling like ass earlier today, but I got
Where
up.
are you?
Yeah, I got up and did me some exercises. And,
made you feel better, didn't it?
A little bit better, yeah.
Been staying up late?
I go to bed at a decent time, and then I'll fall asleep for an hour or 2 and then wake up and can't get back to sleep. And then I end up sleeping till 1 or 2 o'clock, and I hate that shit.
That sucks.
It does, man. But when I wake up in the middle of the night, I can't help it. I just cannot go back to sleep. It's like, damn it, man. You know?
Yeah.
So what do? I sit there and watch a good Western. I can't think of
that's all you can do. I've been watching those Have you watched any of those QB episodes on Netflix? Pretty good.
No, I've
They've been doing like kind of like NFL does, you know, behind the scenes or whatever. They had Mahomes on there.
that sounds interesting to me.
It was pretty cool.
Let's see what the name of that Western is I watched, so you could maybe watch it. Let's see.
Hear them frogs out there, baby.
Damn it. Where'd it go?
You know, I live out in the country. Hear them damn frogs.
The last watched, but it's not showing up. Oh, it's the last watch.
What about Dakota Freya passing away, BBD? Are you sad about it?
I saw that on Friday night's episode of Hoffman Family Go. He was exactly 80 years old. He died the day after his birthday.
Died the day after his birthday. Ain't that something?
What happened? Do you know?
I heard he had cancer, and he was battling it for a while.
He's a damn horse, you know?
Yeah, you can never tell it. But they said they shot those episodes a long time before they showed them. So,
I'm gonna find the name of that Western for you.
I'm gonna show you around. That's a great idea. Don't worry, Sharon.
Dead Man's Hand. Is what
Dead Man's Hand.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
check her out.
At the beginning, they got a stagecoach running through the West, you know, and these three bandits come out of the hills and they start shooting, and there's a guy in the stagecoach, he kills the three bandits. And they got ready to take off again. He said, I need you to load these guys up on a stagecoach. I'm not going to leave them here to rot. It's the wrong thing to do. So he took them into the next town, and one of the guys he killed was the mayor's brother.
Oh, shit.
So, and you know, it's really good. Stephen Dorff he's the mayor. He shot the mayor and killed him so he could get the mayor's job.
I think I've heard about this movie. I might have seen part of it.
It's a new movie. It's really good. It cost me $8 to rent the damn thing, but he'll give me horror recommendations, Jerry, and I don't give a shit about horror movies. What's up, Rec Talk? Good to see you in here.
He likes horror movies, not horror.
I'll take a piss jug with me, D4, and I can handle 4 or 5 hours without smoking. It don't bother me. If I get too bad, I'll just.
Well, by God, we'll see. We'll see if that can happen when we go traveling together, son.
Hey, all you gotta say is you can't smoke in my car, and I won't smoke in the car. A lot of times,
Eddie,
smoke, by God.
Eddie.
How's that go again?
Eddie.
Oh shit. Rec Talk, his season coming up this year. How long before Rec Talk and Sea Dog are on the cliff ready to jump? How many games?
I don't know. Always before the Clemson game, but we'll see.
Yeah, they Carolina Jackpot's got his damn dog on camera now.
Oh hell, no wonder he's getting them views in. He got that pretty ass mud on there.
He ain't sitting in the kitchen anymore either. He's got in the studio now.
Oh, moving on up like George Jefferson, I see.
He don't have that good stuff that Rec Talk has, though. All that fancy background.
Green screen. He got that green screen, though.
Backgrounds and what else did he get made? Hell.
He got all kinds of shit made, didn't
he? Yeah, all kinds of fancy shit. We all need some fancy shit every now and then, don't we?
Every now and again, by golly.
Check this out, by God. Look here. See if it'll work for me. There we go. I'm fancy.
Uh-oh.
Don't even need a green screen. All of a sudden, I'm in Knoxville. Now I'm gone. Now I'm here. Now I'm gone. Gotta sit still. Gotta sit still with that virtual background.
Don't get it all caught up like O'Slita did that time and couldn't turn it off.
Oh God, yeah. Left his damn green screen on. He didn't even have a green screen. That was funny as hell. I told him, I said, Slita, you need to turn your green screen effect off. I don't know how. Well, I can't help you then.
Can't help you there, buddy.
I'm a tech tard myself, so.
Yeah, but we've come a lot further than he has.
Wait a minute. What's that mean, Jerry? You must be talking to somebody else here. Why you dead for Chess Hall? I'm not sure what that means. Explain
Why
it,
you did?
Why you did that? Why you did that?
Why you did that? Why you did that for Chess Hall?
Jerry to come down and have lunch with me again. Well, he brought me 2 cases of Cokes when he come to see me in the hospital.
Hell yeah.
That was all right. And a magazine to read. Brought me, I think, Athlon's college football. Oh, he's talking to A-Bomb. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Never did get that A-Bomb and Chess Hall fight, did we?
Well, hell no. I thought you were going down there and peck on his door and, tell him to come on out.
He would have worked his ass over. He's lost all that weight. And
Yeah.
Chess would give out.
Hell, he'd be down there laid on the damn grass with a damn spit bottle holding his head up.
Oh, shit. I'm going to get out of here, LT.
Hey, that's cool, man. Hey, thanks for everybody that come by and hung out with us. Hey, shout out to old Jay there. Come on, bullshit there with us a little bit. Y'all damn tip your waitresses and your bartenders on your way out the door, and I'll holler at you a while ago. But I guess me and BVD, next time you see us, we'll be down there in Athens, Georgia, south down there.
We might miss next Sunday. We'll be on the road back home.
That's what I'm saying. We'll be too damn tired. We're trying to get the hell out of the armpit of the south.
If you don't see us Sunday, we might pop up Monday. We'll just have to wait.
We might pop up. Ain't there your damn tell.
That's right.
But y'all be good. And Law Tida, holler at you a while ago. We'll see you, BBD. Love you, brother.
I tell you, love you, man. That's my guy right there. That's my guy, LT, brother from another mother. Good to see y'all tonight. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for the super chat there, my boy Flint. Always good to show up. There's a few of you guys that are just like clockwork. If BVD's live, I know you guys are going to be in the comments section, and that means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate it. Now we just need to get a couple hundred of you that do that, and then we'll be rolling, right? Got to tear them away from Jackpot's channel. Ain't nothing going on over there. Hell, nothing going on over there that ain't going on over here. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Who's that? They hate us because of him. I'm gonna get out of here. I love you, mean it. Hug your mom and daddy. Go Vols, screw y'all, and we'll let Travis send y'all home tonight. See ya. I'll be putting a video up this week. I'll be putting videos up all week. Don't know what they'll be about, but we'll come up with something to ramble about for 5 or 10 minutes, because that's what I'm good at doing. I'm good at rambling, and I'll be rambling. Might do a what I did today video, because we got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, me and John. We got a lot of running to do, and he's gonna go try and get him a new washing machine, because the one he's got now is a piece of shit. It just took us a year and a half to figure it out. Guy came out last week and put a new belt on it, and said, well, we've been having problems with these machines anyway. He puts a new belt on it, and it made the problem worse. So we'll see what kind of talking skills John's got tomorrow at Lowe's. We might film some of that. That might be worth watching. I might just have to turn the camera on and stand back and watch. Y'all have a good one. Travis, take us home.
What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy, Travis Stevens, VFL and former Tampa Bay Buccaneers, checking in with my man, BVD, on BVD TV Prime Time. And like my man BVD says, go Vols, screw y'all.